All opinions are those of the participants making them and are not an endorsement of any position, program, religion, or political affiliation. DFG's Corner is for information, observation, and entertainment. I ask that you comment, like, share, and subscribe.
For 10 years. And he said that he had yet to meet a woman that would accept him for his looks, accept him for his education, as well as his money, because they felt that because he was not interested in having sex with them, that something was wrong with him sexually. I believe Social Media Diva said that it was probably something wrong, but he was saving himself because he said the first woman that he wanted to make love to would be his wife. So, C Young, you got your hand up.
Yes, so I was saying, I put it in the chat, but I'll reiterate. To me, I just feel like we can't say, oh, it's something wrong with him because blah, blah, blah. I mean, he pretty much checks off the boxes. He could be very well working on himself. He could have just gotten out of a long-term committed relationship. There's various reasons. So I think that I notice most women, not trying to, whatever, not being a pick me, but I just feel like we automatically kind of assume, oh, well, this is wrong, this wrong with him, this wrong with him. It could be nothing. He could be, I want to be single.
Okay, but the summary and the overall input about this individual, it wasn't anything wrong with him. Not as far as saying he was psychological or he had any issues. He just wanted to sustain himself for marriage. And when he told that to the women that he was dating or possibly going out with, they felt like something was wrong with him because what man, I guess, in 2023, 2024, passes up a woman that's trying to give away a little cooch? Dr. Feelgood, you got your hand up.
I do. I do.
Yes,
Can
the
you hear me?
cooch. I hear you.
Coochie, I hate to say this. When I hate to say this, I say coochie should not be the be all end all for men. If a man's on his purpose, he stated he has a purpose. He said he wants the woman he's saving himself for marriage. That means he has commitment because it's hard out there on a pimp. He he's got himself together, and what woman doesn't find a man who has all his stuff together attractive?
Correct.
Now, if he's like that, that means he's disciplined. That means he will provide stability, protection. He didn't say he didn't want to have sex. He said he wanted to be special with the person he deemed special enough that be his wife. So he was
Correct.
dating with intent, but he could not find a woman worthy of his thing. So you got a lot of women would take that as an insult. How dare you not take the cookie when I'm offering it? Because they're guys who begging for it that I don't even look at them twice. So it becomes an ego thing, and we project, and that's gender agnostic. That's why guys be like FYB when a woman doesn't speak to them. They're projecting their own stuff onto somebody else. Now, the way I look at it is it's probably a unicorn, because in today's society, guys like that really don't exist. But hypothetically, if this person actually does exist and he's not in the clergy, I think he'd be one. He ain't gonna be out there in them streets. And even though he's physically desirable, he has the wherewithal to withhold it only for the one he loves. So that should be a plus. However, women will say they want that, but when they get it, it's like, and I'm not saying all women. Don't let's not go down that rabbit hole. But y'all want something y'all can't have. And that's people. However, you got to do it like this person's doing it for a reason. Maybe he wants us to be better. Because
Okay.
a lot of times with a guy like that, y'all gonna look at it and be like, this is how we look, and we don't want to. We don't, he might be trash. He might be trash. That's why he's doing that. No, if he's on his purpose, he's going to do what he needs to do to ensure that his family, his future family, is taken care of, and that's in all ways. Don't just like y'all don't have, just like there's women saving themselves for marriage. God, there's that one in a trillion guy that's going to do that.
Not the
That's
one in
all
a
I got.
trillion. Okay, all right. Well, thank you, Dr. Feelgood. Little Bo Pete, you had your hand up. Then I'm gonna come on to Anson and then to Action J. Come on, Little Bo Pete, bring the smoke.
We got echo.
Try it again.
Okay.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. There we are. Yeah. Hey, we back live and living color. Happy New Year to everybody on the show. I feel like, sometimes successful men just don't want to settle for an unsuccessful woman. If I'm bringing my stuff to the table, like women always say what they want a man to bring to the table, right? But sometimes they make requests and they nowhere near the request that they make. I want a man that make $200,000, but they only make $20,000. But the difference is a man will take a woman if I make $200,000 a year, I might take a woman that make $20,000 because, we got different objectives. As a man, I feel like a man is going to be a provider, protector. I'm not worried about her money because I don't need it to take care of us. But some men just don't want to settle either. Like women, they say what they want. And then when a man expresses his emotions or his feelings, he got to be on the other side. He got to be a bad guy. He got to have bad sex. No, it's his choice if he wants to go all those years that he's saving himself for the right woman. Like he has morals. If he was jumping in the bed with every woman, they'll call him a man whore. So because he's carrying himself in a way that the world now looks at as funny. Oh, he don't want no woman for 10 years, like that's a long time. Like he's a strong man. I clap it up for him. 10 years. You're stronger than me. But if that's his prerogative, if that's what if he chooses to do, he makes a lot of money. He has his own. He don't want to settle for just anybody that comes along, because what is your intent for a man that has a lot of money? You might want me just for my money and what I can do. Follow my smoke. Let go. Take me out. Hey, right. We got to restart the show, doctor, because my video didn't cue. They didn't cue my video up. We got to restart the show.
You got to restart the show. They
ain't cue me. Video? They ain't cue my video.
Okay, well, we have to talk to Dr. Feelgood. So before we close this show, they're going to cue up Lil Bo Pete. All right. Anson, you got your hand up. Happy New Year, cousin. Hope you're doing great.
Happy New Year, everyone. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Good to see y'all. And can y'all hear me?
We can. Welcome, welcome.
I'm just making sure because it was quiet. I ain't hear no feedback. But either way,
crickets.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I have the scenario clear, right? So this dude has his stuff together, but he's choosing to stay single, right?
No. Yeah. This is what it is. He's handsome, got money, well educated, but every woman that he's dating or have tried to date, they want to take it to the level of the bedroom. And he's telling them, no, I'm not choosing that. I'm not choosing sex. What I'm doing is I'm choosing to keep and hold myself until I get married. And then once he does that, the girls or the women, whomever he's trying to date, become turned off because they trying to give him a little cooch and he don't want it. So that's the whole shebang.
So one part that I heard earlier that you didn't say is what's the problem? So
yeah,
my
I
issue,
said, what do you think is his problem? And then I gave the answer to what was really going on. But I'm looking over in the chat, and I see one saying that the women may be afraid to get into a deep relationship with him because if they do get together, because he's holding and saving himself, he may not be good in bed. So I'm going to add a little bit more to this. Women, men, whatever, even if you can't base your relationship all the time on just sex, I do believe you get to know that person.
You going far past my point. My point was I just
Okay,
wanted to
come on.
understand what the question was about, because from what I heard at first was my first thought was, why is it a problem? Like, why does it have to be a problem? At the end of the day, no matter why he's single, it's his choice to be single. You know what I mean? So, and to what DFG was saying is that men like that are not unicorns. I can boastfully say I have been that man.
All right now.
You know what I'm saying? I've chose to be single for a long time because that was my choice. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what my reasons was, that's what I chose to do. So it don't have to be a problem. The only problem is for the person that want him to do something different.
Gotcha. Well, thank you for your input, Anson. And Action J, we're ready for you.
Happy New Year's, everyone. My hat goes off to this guy for being 10 years without being intimate. That's need to be studied, honestly.
I don't know where you all got 10 years from, because
you
that
said
wasn't
10
in my
years.
passage. But okay, y'all giving him 10, so we'll go with 10. But
you mentioned 10 years. That's the reason why I said 10
no,
years.
I didn't. That was Lil Bo Peep who said 10 years. I didn't say 10 years.
You
I
said
never
10
said
years.
anything about a time limit.
Okay. Well, the reason I jumped in because it's 10 years is very rare to find a man dating a woman for 10 years without selling or commit to somebody. Make sense? So I can understand you could date and with a purpose, but what is his end goal? I mean, you tell me that he's successful, good looking, have all the good qualities, and can't find a woman. It could be something within himself. Make sense? Because he's gonna be at this point a high value man, gonna be exposed to a different caliber woman who can be in a certain financial situation, well educated, and can hold their own. So at this point, I'm thinking something wrong with this guy. Basically, you said 10 years. If you can't find someone in 10 years, and especially in Atlanta, the ratio to man to woman is like 6-1. You know, so I think something wrong with a guy. I mean, Anson said something different, but the reason I jumped in because he said 10 years, but he wasn't. How long was he single for then? Or dating without being sexual?
Didn't say. It just stated that every woman, he had dated like 10 to 15 women, and each one of them, when they got to that point of that next stop and they started to mention sex and he shut them down, that was when the relationship was over. One girl went as far as to start to spread a rumor that he only wanted women for showpiece, to be a showpiece for him, and he was on the down low of being gay. So that didn't have to be true, but because he turned her down, that was what she came up with.
Did he say what city is he from? Atlanta? What city is he from?
He's actually from Baltimore, Maryland.
Times changed, Doc, so I'm not too sure what the answer is one. 15 women is a lot of women to date and can't find one you want to be intimate or attracted to. So I don't know.
Thanks for watching. This is the man with the golden voice, the lady's choice, and of course, smooth as a Rolls Royce, saying, never make love by the garden gate. Though love is blind, the neighbors ain't.